Hey guys, welcome to Performance Cars. So today the owner of Mission Motorsport has kindly let me review his AMG GTS. This is of course a supercar and very similar to the one used as a safety car in Formula 1. So I'm really excited. Let's go take a look around. The AMG GTS weighs in at 1,600 kilograms, 3,523 pounds. Just look at the shape of this car. It really is beautiful. The length of the bonnet is so long. But yeah, let's start off at the front. And we are immediately greeted with those hexagonal or diamond shaped clusters on the front grille. Really shiny, it does reflect off the light nicely. And we have twin oil coolers on either side. I just love the looks of this car. Sleek shapes and the headlights as well. This is the 2015 model. I'm just speechless. This is actually really nice. Front tires. These are 265/35 19s, 6-pot calipers, drilled discs, and the center, well, this is supposed to replicate the center lock of a Formula 1 car, but there is a special key to open that and it's still 5 lugs inside. And this vent is massive, V8 bi-turbo. It's really cool. We see a tint on this rear quarter window. And at the rear we have 295/30/20 inches, and these are also the Michelin Pilot Super Sport tyres, and what looks to be a slider piston caliper. And to the rear, those rear lights are super awesome. Look at them, they're so sleek, really love it. Twin tailpipes, of course we have parking sensors here as well, AMG, and the GTS badge just here. So this is actually the spoiler. It does pop up, which I'll show you guys in a second, but let's have a look inside. So moving on to the interior, we will of course start off with the door card, finished in leather with loads of nice chrome effects and a Burmester sound system. So that's pretty nice. Nothing too fancy here, but take a look at those AMG seats. They really do look fancy, comfortable at the same time, and body hugging. Look at the size of these bolsters. It looks really firm. Memory seat functions, of course. AMG mats. This is a 7-speed automatic, so only a brake and accelerator pedal. Just your usual headlight switches. And down here, before I jump inside, we have an illuminated AMG door sill. This has the optional glass roof. It's quite hard to see there. It does look like it's gloss black, but from underneath here you can see straight through it. So I'm just going to jump inside. We'll have a look at the dials. Carbon effect along the middle of the needles. And if I just start up the car, you guys can hear the exhaust. So just give me a moment. It sounds so beastie. Absolutely amazing. We'll just let it run idle there. Move along to the middle, we have the center console. That is controlled by this touchpad and this knob down here, so that's pretty nice. But we have 4 vents along the middle. That's amazing, really neat. And all your switches, menu buttons, etc. But having a look in here, I had no idea where the hazard switch is. Can you guys find it? I had trouble finding that too because it's not actually down here. is actually up here. So that's the hazard switch there, and obviously the spoiler button, so you press and hold that. I'll show you guys in a second. Also heated seats. Down to the middle, we just run through these quickly. At the moment it's in race mode. You can just turn the knob, go to Sports Plus, Sports, or Comfort. And as I was coming down, you can immediately tell the difference in exhaust note tone from Comfort to Sport and Sport Plus. So I'll go back up. This is Sport, Sport Plus. You can immediately hear that, and then race mode. So just leave it there for a second. That's obviously to switch on the radio controls. Manual gearbox if you want to use the paddle shifters. Auto stop start. We have the exhaust note, so at the moment it's on loud, and if I press that it goes slightly quieter, so if you just listen out for that, makes a bit of a difference. Suspension, this is on race mode as well. Comfort, Sport, and then Sport Plus. Traction control, and of course your automatic gear shifter. So it's really nice in here. Passenger side as well, quite a bit of space. It does look quite comfortable, but I'm not too sure on the long journey, so you can't recline too much. But let's go take a look in the rear trunk. Pop it open with a key and lift up the tailgate, and you are presented with quite a bit of space. We also have a couple of lights up here just to assist you at night, and this cover also pulls out and hooks into the grooves there just to hide whatever you have in the rear trunk. So this is pretty nice. We also have a spare front grille, genuine Mercedes item, because the front one has stone chips on it. And on this side we have a speaker. So there's quite a bit of space in here. It is pretty nice. It's not to a point where you can't store anything. And there's also a lovely brushed aluminium bar there. So let's go take a look at the engine bay. So inside the engine bay we have the classic AMG cover, always signed by whoever handcrafted this car. And this is of course a V8 twin turbo. You can see the two turbochargers there. This layout is slightly different to normal cars. This is so-called a hot inside V configuration. So the exhaust and turbochargers are inside the cylinder banks to reduce turbo lag. But the car itself, if you take a look at it from the side, the engine over on the left, just down there, is situated behind the front wheel. So very similar to the S2000, but much more power in here. 510 brake horsepower. So this has a space frame chassis. The body is made out of aluminium. The boot is made out of steel, and the bonnet magnesium. So we are in the AMG GTS at the moment, in comfort mode. The suspension is nice, it's taking the bumps nicely, steering wheel is light, and the throttle was quite easy to use. But of course we don't want to be in that. I'm going to change it to sports mode. Immediately the suspension has firmed up a little bit, steering's gone a little bit lighter, throttle kind of remains the same, but it's where Sports Plus and race mode really changes the car. So Sports Plus, immediately hear the growl of the exhaust as well. It just wants to go, and the steering wheel is heavier. Can definitely feel the suspension is harder as well. And if I stick it into race mode, which I will do now, I'm into full manual mode of the gears. So I really have to be aware of my surroundings, be aware of the gears that I'm in, because the ECU will not help me to change those gears. I'm going to stick it back up into Sports Plus mode for a second. I'm going to plant my foot. Is fast. There was a little bit of an initial lag, but once the turbos kicked in, my god, I was pinned against those seats. We'll give it one more try. So just bring the speed down just a little bit. So go down to 30, go down to 20. Here we go. Turbos kicked in. Whoa! did not expect that amount of power coming from this car. Jesus. Every time the gears changed as well, there was a nice pop and then pulled again. God, I am speechless now. So as I planted my foot earlier, the spoiler raised itself. I could see it in the rear view mirror. And as I let off and dropped back down to 40 miles per hour, it closed itself and maintained that sleek body. So of course I wasn't able to feel any difference with the aero, but I'm pretty sure it does something at a higher speed. So the steering wheel is really nice to hold. I did say it was full leather earlier, but it's not. There's Alcantara down the sides where your hands usually go. And it's just so easy. The paddle shifts follow the steering wheel round as well, rather than in a fixed position, so that really helps. And it's just really nice to click them. You get a really firm feel, so you know for sure if you're in gear or if you've pressed it. There's no mishaps with it. But we'll just give the acceleration another try, but we'll stick it in race mode this time. So I'm in full controls of the paddle shifts, 3,500 revs, here we go. That is truly awesome. I could be doing this all day long. Oh, the pops and the crackles from the exhaust. These electronically adjustable seats, they're really comfy. They are quite firm, but not to a point where you're going to get a sore back. But it's quite nice. I like the bolsters, they're really hard. When you're turning around the corners, it does support you. One thing I love about the spoiler is I can manually retract or pop it up. And of course, in a car like this, you want to show off the back end. So I'm going to press and hold the button, and I can see it pop up there. Just makes it look that much nicer. Gives it a more aggressive feel to it as well. So the handling in this car is quite agile. Got a bit of wheel spin kicking out as well, so you got to be careful on the throttle. But if you're picking up speed and then you're hard onto the brakes, which we will come to in a second, you can hear that lovely downshift. Got that turn in, balance the throttle, and then you're back out hard on it. Suspension is truly amazing. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Big thank you to Kenny for letting me drive this car. I just have to give it one more go on the throttle. 4th gear at the moment. I'm going to drop it into 3rd. 4,500 revs. Plant the foot. My god! Upper gear. Oh my god, one more. Onto the brakes. Wow, these brakes really work well. I finally understand what a supercar means. It's just so easy to drive around town, and when you want to put your foot down, you get so much power, gets your heart pumping. So guys, I want to say a big thank you to Kenny, his wife, and all the guys down at Mission Motorsport. This is my first supercar review and I really enjoyed it. I hope there will be many more to come. So don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Follow Mission Motorsport as well. I'll leave all their details in the description below. Take care, drive safely, and I'll see you guys soon. Hey guys, welcome to Performance Cars. So today I'm at R2 Automotive and I'll be taking you throughout their whole workshop. We'll start up in the reception area, go into their work floor, and then upstairs to their storage area and then the engine building room. So they had their promo event about 2 weeks ago, which was a great success. So well done to the guys for sorting that out. But let's get this tour started.